Right then, we are back. Still in the middle of a war, however. I also need to get this done, because I'm beginning to colonize the Philippines as well. Eventually I'll go back to colonizing once I'm done colonizing the upper part of the Philippines, I'll go back to colonizing Siberia, and then finish with the Philippines. I'm only colonizing the South China Sea for one reason, though. The trade node is the one that's the Korea Strait flows into, so I might as well. The more I conquer here, the less trade power everyone else has in this node. So, if I can maximize it, then that's a good thing. There's also the question of whether or not I want to do the 4-field system or wait for something else. I'm still not entirely sure. Oh yeah, there's also the separatists from this country here. I have to wait until... well... yeah, it's gone. Until all the unrest is gone. Which it almost is. Another year and I should be able to core this. Or failing that, if it comes earlier, if the road gets done fast enough, which it will not. Okay. Better roads will also help here, should they occur, but they don't seem to be, so I'm not going to wait on that. I also need to eventually take on Korea. First for the Manchurian provinces, and then I start going down there into their peninsula. Alright, and I've annexed Kaigoku, which I think was right here. Yep, martial law CE pending. That's well, upgrade the fort here. Since it's here, might as well. I'm gonna have to wait for a little while before I can get to the next annexation of a vassal. I think I'll actually start going down this idea groove instead of getting the next tech. I'm gonna get greater degrees of tolerance. The demands exceeding war score seems to be a present modifier, but just need a bit more. I'd rather get the influential power holder modifier. Where is Chubu though? Kaido, Toho, Kanto. I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. Here's Chubu. Yeah, that's definitely a good place to get that modifier. There we are, that's... oh. Just trying to get a bunch of prestige. And that's all the money I can ask for. Okay. Right, these are the territories I want. They're of the Vic culture or Joseon culture. I may have enough dev. 10, 15, 19. I have 19 Joseon dev. Amazing. Well, I can probably build it up a bit here. Heck, it might even be enough to get the burgers into power here as well. Yeah, it's not enough money to matter it anyway, so I might as well just grab the most amount of money. Okay. There's 4 coreable provinces. Might as well core you as well. The other 2 don't, well, have unrest issues. This one, and this one. The others happen to have decent enough communication to not, well, have immediate issues. That also means I can go ahead and start getting some MEIOU annexed. The territory isn't particularly valuable, but I just might as well grab it for completeness sake. After that, I'll be doing Yusegi's. And then the last vassal left is Ashikaga. They're the one with the actual valuable territory, but I don't know what's going to happen with the shogunate after I go ahead and annex them, so I don't want to get any weirdness happening. Because for all I know, I'm going to have to subjugate again. And just because it was easy the first time, doesn't mean it will be easy again. After complaints of bandits roaming the countryside and attacking people on major roads, there are suggestions of establishing sekisho, or barriers, as checkpoints. These could also control the movement of people and certain goods, and at times serve to collect tolls. These as defensive barriers could be of great use in case someone would attack us. That's a great modifier. Now, if only it weren't so expensive. I'll just do this. I can't afford that. That's just way too expensive for me. I feel like expanding the capital. Sure. Yeah! CE effects are reduced by 12%. Yeah, I'm going to need to send you back. Having them sit around there in winter is going to be an utter drain for my manpower. Best not to overdo it. Go. Once it's scored, I kind of stopped carrying on at that point. As long as it doesn't actually rule. Japanese, Mongolia, and Manchuria. Ah, subcontinents. Anyway, who's Joseon allied with, actually? Qi and Wu. And rivaled with... I think it's the big red blob that's the name is. It's currently over here. Yep, Liang. He's got a couple tributary states. For example, Jin. It appears that tributary states are not going to be protected by the overlords. I just hope I get imperialism back soon. Because if you were to take a look at how long it takes for... Okay, so it's not as bad as it used to be, but at one point, I only gained 0.14 spy network per month in Joseon. Which is incredibly awful. Might as well fabricate games here too, just in case. Yes, keep building trade buildings. Yeah, there's no spots for this thing. It just is a bit of a strange building sometimes. Hey, wait a second. Yeah, you've got a well-developed... You're a well-developed city. You should have a warehouse district. How's this city developed? Yeah. Fine. It doesn't really need it. I'm fine with that. No. Especially when it comes at no cost for whatever reason. Might be a minor bug. Oh well. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Mouth, mouth, mouth. The people of Japan have shown an increased interest in kabuki here. Singing, dancing. Okay, I can grab money back from buildings I've started. Okay. Because Yeah, why not? It's a bunch of Diplotech cost reduction, and I'm behind in Diplotech. Especially as I'm trying to fill out the representative ideas group and also annexing all my subjects. I might actually wait with Ashikaga for a while in order to get some. The only issue is I'm not gonna have enough money to work with unless I can. I might be able to ask the burgers for money, but I think I've already done that recently enough. Yep, I can't do that again. At least not quickly enough. I need to take out a loan. With a 5% interest rate. About 5 ducats a month for interest. Yuck. Fish. Really? Again? Oh yeah, that's Admin Tech 40 to get that upgrade. It's gonna be a while before urban gravity lets this promise grow fast enough. Might as well get a temple up. Now this province, this could definitely use roads in order to help speed up communication across the entire, well, inner Manchuria. Although as I continue to go down along the coastline, it's going to be easier and easier for me to exert control, suddenly just simply because it's closer to the capital, even on the water. Deny aid. Because that just doesn't seem to do anything, so I might as well pick the option that doesn't cost me anything. Huh. I guess I did get an extra merchant. I just didn't notice. Probably should send one to Mongolia. Especially since it's an inland trade route, which means I can actually get quite a bit of influence just from sending a merchant there. Mongolia is, in all honesty, one of the last trade notes I'm probably going to put attempts to put influence to. Simply because as I gain more and more control over the slightly more important Manchurian trade node. There. Because trade flows from Manchuria into 3 directions. Nippon, Hwanghae Basin, and Mongolia. Mongolia flows into 2 directions. Western Siberia, is that what it's called? Yeah, Western Siberia and the Hwanghae Basin. So, as I gain more control, even less wealth is going to flow into Mongolia. There's still wealth in Mongolia, but I already have only a small amount of control in the Hwanghae Basin. So, well, I'm going back to drilling again, and I don't want to burn a bunch of ducats again. We'll get the Hokkaido area quite a bit of economic stimulation for 10 years. I'm fine with losing some army professionalism. I'll get it back to the point where I can get manpower from disbanding. again. No, there's still this province here that has positive unrest. Okay, these troops aren't even affecting it at all, so that might as well. What are you doing here? Oh, right, it must be from there. Ah. Right, the integration of subjects. Introduce air. Actually give me some prestige and increase the climb strength of my air. Kind-hearted. Good. This is starting to become quite terrifying. With this massive steppe blob. Oh no, there are peasants' republic too. Tribal reforms. And this motion turned into a monarchy. Traitor. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. Corruption is actually still rather steadily decreasing, and there's also the spy network in Aurora that needs to be is starting to recover again. What now? Oh no. Of course it comes up the first year. And mines. Well, at least it isn't somewhere in, like, England. Yeah, at least there's that. However, thankfully the Renaissance has reached China. Casual literacy still hasn't quite reached India yet. Globalized trade is beginning to come into Tibet. Manufacturing has just begun to reach China. So I'm going to have to start dealing. I'm going to be dealing with some bigger tech penalties for a while. A long, long while. Especially since Enlightenment is the big one. It actually has the plus 50% modifier, while most of the others have somewhere between 15 and 20%. With the exception of legalism, which also has the 50% modifier. Anyway, irregular skirmishers, line infantry, bayonet infantry. Fire is becoming more and more important, so line infantry is the best one. There we go. Like, culture conversion process? 8.7. I certainly hope I manage to embrace Niv culture before that finishes up. Which I think should actually stop the... Oh yeah, right. The cavalry finally upgrade. I definitely should pick the one that has the most shock. Which is this one. Because cavalry is still heavily shock based. About 4 times more shock. Sorry, sneeze. The cavalry right now has 4 times the shock compared to their fire value. So they're obviously going to deal a lot more shock damage. We need to orient them to be focusing on their strength. Showing up their weakness is not productive enough to be worth considering. Youch. What did you get yourself into? Why does Tianwen control this province? Must be something they just conquered. Kalka reconquest. Cool. And what universe did you think that was about? Attacker against Dar. And Tianwen, for whatever reason, intervened. Yeah, I have no idea why. And the last of the humanist ideas. There we go. I think this might take a minute to update. Is it worth the amount of... Yeah, why not? Huh. More farming efficiency, more farming efficiency. Of course you're gonna do that in Phison. I'm definitely building a regional capital there soon. How much will it cost? 3,500. Okay, yeah, I could afford that. And that will be enough to bring it down far enough so that I can just remove those clans. It's gonna be a while before that gets that far for this one, though. Definitely putting that there. This one also will be a bit difficult, but not nearly as difficult. Should be able to equip fast. Joy. Yeah, sure. What is it now? I'm not grabbing this again. That cost me most of my ducats already. I'm not doing that again. Hmm. You know what? Let's do that. Can I afford that? No. It will make my armies too large. Now, if I were to bring this 15k stack over here. Yeah, that could work. Okay, so I would need 1 and then 12. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. There, we can have almost my entire force limit drilling. That should get my army professionalism up to astounding levels. Although army professionalism isn't really that helpful, still kind of nice to have. Internal conflicts. Yeah, okay. It's the heretic minorities that make it so easy to core those. Okay, that is absurdly expensive. I can do the for not actually okay. I just need to wait for the city to grow. Should be able to accomplish much with a little bit more growth to bring it on up. Triangle trade. Took you long enough. 1700. 25th of December 1856 is when the game ends. 24th. Late 1856. Okay, it's an MEIOU's finally been integrated. I don't need you anymore. You didn't have any ships anyway. You desperately need more urban gravity here. Don't care about this province. Could also use a road. Since it's, well, landlocked, I might as well. Cloth. Still not able to do that. Great. Okay, the transports are finally almost here. Did I ever say for you to stop drilling? Just drill. Additionally, there's just enough supply limit to be able, for me to be able to leave 120k troops here without any attrition. I think there's even more supply limit over here in Aizu, but it's so high that even if I reached my what's it called again? Land force limit, it still wouldn't be enough. Even if I dumped all my entire army on there, still wouldn't be enough for attrition to start popping up. I'll finish off representative ideas and then start doing Usagi, Yusugi. That way I can get my stability up much faster. Keep doing that, going down cloth. I need to produce a huge amount of silk in order to get that bonus. Yes. Cash. Alright, let's construct yet another palace. And that should cause enough autonomy reduction to make it so that I can finally get rid of these two clans. Ugh. They're annoying. Still need to see how fast this is, the connection over water. Then I can make a be able to make an informed decision on whether or not that's a good idea to. Oh. We are tolerant folk. We will remain that way. Maxed out secularism. For cheaper tech. Better improved relations. And even more trade money. Well, okay, reduce advisor costs and improve relations. I'm good. Significant tolerated Confucian minority. Confucian minorities, huh? At least this province syncretized. It's still gonna be a while though. Turmoil! Did something happen? Yeah, something must have happened. Better harbor will make communication faster. Simple as that. Two over here, yep. God, there's 5 different Filipino cultures, including a special one just for Sulu. Looks like there's quite a few religions here too. Isn't that wonderful? That's not what I clicked. Yeah, ouch, that is a lot of cultures, religions. Brunei is in a bad spot, aren't they? Oh, yeah, I finally got enough to fabricate a claim. Well, I'll probably be focusing on Manchuria first, foremost. So of course that's the direction I'm going to go in. And the separatists for a cakewalk, as expected. Another event. It's not that time. And not quite, but I probably could get ready to finish off soon, so... There, dump 10 prestige. I'm still getting a ton of prestige. I'll raise inflation. I can just reduce it again. Should also check autonomy levels before I decide to build a... Yep. This province is ready for a university. Communication certainly is quick enough. Yeah, I think I actually have created enough cloth for silk for now. I think I should actually start focusing on leather again, so I can maintain that boost to production efficiency that I'm getting from the absurd amounts of leather that I'm producing, from the fact that it's my capital and in this city, which is a rather major city. I don't really think I need to upgrade this city much more, though, because I want to try to grab the continental center of art, but that might not be a good idea. Because then it'll just be even further to the east, and have even more difficulties trying to communicate with other locations. Right, the Renaissance. Art Center, and then trading from Embraced. The Emperor has embraced Renaissance, reducing spread in the Empire. I think that's from the HRE. You need to have enough trade power, at least 5. And you need some urban development. Nearby province has a Renaissance and a university. So that's good. Honestly, I just need to wait around. I think that's coming in from the Art Center, though. Nope, from trade. However, once it hits this Art Center, it's going to actually be rather easy for it to spread to Korea, and through that to me. To Korea because they're same religion, and to me because I just happen to be that close. Anyway, save the game. And I will be seeing you again tomorrow. Until then, bye.